Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Alright, I wanted to bring you something good today, and to be honest, it's kind of hard every once in a while to find uh, good articles for Gamers Den. One such that I found is that Fast and Furious 8 is set to film in Cuba. I'm trying to figure out exactly how legit this is, but this is coming from comicbook.com, and they seem to have pretty good reliable sources. This is coming from Universal Pictures, and it says it's an agreement with the United States and Cuban government to explore basically a portion of the Fast and Furious uh, film, etc., in Cuba. So I'm actually quite happy with this. Let's see here. Furious 7 took the cast to the skyline of Dubai. Fast 5 was largely Brazilian adventure. So it's going to be amazing. Cuba is a land that many know about and few have seen. Let's see, what do I know about Cuba besides all their casinos and stuff? Or at least the stuff they used to have. And that's kind of where I'm at. When I was growing up, folks, my grandmother and grandfather either they were telling a story about somebody they knew, and I took it as they had done it, or they were talking about their parents had done it, maybe. But one of them, and some association thereof, went to Cuba before the ban, and they were actually at the casinos and everything. And they actually had a good time. I remember them telling the family that it was them. And my grandmother's 85, so it fits the timeline. But I don't know if my grandfather, having served in the United States Army, even being of Yugoslavian descent, would have actually gone to Cuba even during that time. That's kind of a coin toss, folks. Even back then, it was kind of a, would they or wouldn't they? I don't know. Maybe they could, maybe they couldn't. I have no idea, folks. So, Fast and Furious 8 is supposedly set in Cuba, at least partly. I'm wondering whether or not this is going to be, the last half of it or the first half or whatever. I think they're going all the way to 10 as far as Fast and Furious goes, so this should actually be quite enjoyable. And here's basically what they say. Looking to film in Cuba. So, this is basically the idea. Rumors have long swirled that the 8th installment of Fast and Furious franchise would head to New York City for the first time in 15-year history. But that isn't that only major location in the mind for a globe-trotting franchise. So they're going to be in New York, so hopefully they get their lives back and something like that. Somebody says, hey, we got this situation where we need you in Cuba. Let's go. And they go. So, supposedly only one Hollywood film has ever shot in Cuba to date. Giovanni Ribisi's Papa, which was set during the Cuban Revolution. Other Hollywood films which take place in Cuba, quote unquote, such as Havana or Miami Vice, substituted the embargoed location with spots such as Dominican Republic and Uruguay. It does say here, and I did show you when I showed this to you, it does say that Fast and Furious 8 is set to release April 14 of 2017. So you might want to write that on your calendars. I'm sure you'll be hearing about this as time goes on. This is still going to be an awesome film, regardless of what they do with it. No. Okay, don't know why that's doing that. So, anyways, folks, Fast and Furious 8 set to film in Cuba, among other spots like New York, etc. Thank you.